Boost Mobile highlights now for the VALO Adelaide 500 Supercars back on the streets of the Adelaide Parkland circuit. Gorgeous day, clear blue sky, 24 degrees, next to no breeze out there, a little bit of crosswind. A significant weekend, as the industry says farewell officially to Holden as a nameplate in supercar competition. 30-minute session, a couple of the Holden teams dipping their hat to the Holden mark this weekend, including the Red Bull Ampol Racing team with new livery on both their cars, and Van Gisbergen carrying number one. New colours on this car as well for Scott Pye. Toyota Forklifts backing Scotty this weekend. He's an Adelaide boy, has been very quick. They reported from the pit lane that lots of the teams were having to tweak behaviour at the back of the car just to try and settle them down. This driver, Cam Waters, has been over in the UK, just getting a little bit of driver coaching. Made a bit of a mistake coming into the braking area down here into turn 9, locked up that left front and ran it down into the runoff area. Got away with it, thankfully. We were salivating at the prospect of a new tyre run, and that's a nice new shiny Dunlop hard tyre on those cars that are rolling out. Unfortunately, it got cut ever so short. As he crossed the line right there, Brody Kostecki actually went to the very top at that moment. We were riding on board with him when he caught that motocross leap over the top of the turn 2 curbing, but unfortunately having made contact with the outside wall at turn 8, Corley Jones in the TRG Transport entry, local South Australian business, brought things to a halt, and with about 59 seconds remaining in the session, the red flag came out. So not everybody got the job done. Thomas Randall, though, was at the top of the pop charts. He did a 1 minute 19.8 from Brody Kostecki and Cam Waters, positions 1, 2 and 3. More practice coming up again tomorrow, followed by Armour All qualifying, leads us to a shootout. So in the Castrol Racing outfit, Thomas Randall goes back to talk to Raymond, his engineer. Great view of the final corner there, looking back towards the CBD. And here's our session results. The VALO Adelaide 500 on the Adelaide Street Circuit. Beautiful day here at the Parklands. Tiny margin in favour of Thomas Randall over Brody Kostecki. And we all jumped back when we saw Brody land off the top of the curbs down there at turn 2. Cam Waters, Shane Van Gisbergen, Andre Heimgartner, Pye, Fullwood, Winterbottom, and then Holdsworth and Brown. That's our top 10. And only 0.8 of a second covering those guys. Next in the queue, you can see the teammates, Nick Percat, Chaz Mostert, 11 and 12. I think where this is weird is, as Mark was explaining a moment ago, not everybody got onto their tyre. So that will mean that tomorrow's viewing is going to be fascinating when we have another practice session together with some qualifying and a lot more to come through this weekend.
With our fast man from practice 1 on the newly resurfaced Adelaide Parkland circuit. Congratulations, Thomas Randall.
Thanks, GT. I mean, look, I think the red flag definitely came out at a good time straight after I did my lap. And I don't know how many other people did their lap. I think Cam got a lap in, but you know, just a credit to the whole team, Tickford Racing, and yeah, the Castrol Racing Mustang was on song. I mean, a lot that's changed. I mean, obviously the layout hasn't changed, but the grip levels, and we started with a bit of oil on the track, and we started with you know, the Bathurst tyres, and then we went to the green at the end, which I think most people were wanting to do. But yeah, the hardest thing for me was, I guess, braking for the hairpin. You start braking on the old surface, and then halfway through it changes to the new surface, and there's a little bit of a bump there, but then there's quite a lot of grip. So I think that's probably somewhere I need to step up the marker. But no, the car was, yeah, we worked on it. It was really good. Good start for tomorrow.
I'll give you a reference. Your teammate Cam Waters did get a lap in on his green tyres, and you beat him, and he's a bit of a qualifying king, so your lap time's strong. Tell us about the curbs. Tell us about how the car flows over those.
I mean, just to go back on that, look, it's not qualifying yet. It's only practice, so won't put all my eggs in one basket yet. But the track is, the curbs, to be honest, turn 2 feels just as brutal as last time. That actually doesn't feel much different. Turn 1 probably feels a little bit smoother, but yeah, the curb lands off 2 is still quite aggressive, which is what we all probably love to see. So it's about just getting that wheel straight, get the turning done off 1, so the wheel's straight over turn 2, so there's not too much lateral load on the car. And then I think some of the curbs around the staircase section, like turn 5, I was taking most of that. So I think a lot of guys weren't taking that in previous years. But yeah, the curbs, I guess, are closer now to the track. Turn 8's still pretty bloody tough, but we made it through.
Oh, mate, it was a very good start to the weekend. Take that one, put it in the memory bank, and good luck tomorrow.
Thanks, Garth. Appreciate it.